And I would actually, I think first of all, that's a great story. You're going to Best Buy, you have a 4-year guarantee contract, you want to buy a computer, and they say, hey, look, you ain't got no credit, man. Had to go to the bank and take out an actual cash withdrawal to buy your laptop. So for me, in my life, I've always been able to sort of navigate uncharted waters by finding a mentor or someone who actually had already achieved the success that I aspired to. So was there a figure for you in your journey, in your career, where you said, you know what, this might be above the grade of experience that my family is, let's say privy to in terms of the sums of money that I'm dealing with? Was there a figure for you who provided some mentorship and guidance for you along your path?
Yeah, it didn't happen for me until much later. I mean, all of us, we're taught to save, right? We aren't really taught to invest. And so over the years, it was just make sure I save, a certain percentage of my contract every year. But I didn't have an active role in building my portfolio. I had a financial advisor that just, wanted me to just play ball and let them do their thing. And so I got hurt, I got released from the Pelicans, I got hurt, I went back to Stanford, finished my degree. And then I ended up signing a contract in Australia. Different, I was still getting paid in the league, so I wasn't really concerned with the contract. It was more like I wanted to go experience something different. But part of my negotiation was, I want you guys to introduce me to every single season ticket or box holder, that sits front row at the games. All the businessmen and businesswomen. And through that, I then found my mentor, who, the first day I went to his house, he basically opened up his books, this is what I'm working on, showed me P&L, walked me through all that stuff, and really exposed me to things that I'd never been exposed to before. But that was through, obviously, effort and trying to make that happen by, leveraging my position to get that introduction.
For sure. And what are some of the takeaways? I mean, you said he was kind enough and transparent enough to open his books. What were some of the takeaways? What were some of the learnings that you had from being able to see? Was he a business owner? Give us a little bit of a background on what he did. And you said P&L. Some folks might not even know what P&L actually stands for. So walk us through that.
Yeah. So I say the biggest learning was I didn't know shit. That's by far, right? P&L is a profit and loss statement. But what he did, and he's a former Carlyle partner, so Carlyle is a big private equity firm here in the U.S. or globally, and he had retired to go back home to spend time in Australia. And so he'd seen a lot of business, seen a lot of good business, seen a lot of bad business. He buys businesses, and the business that he was walking me through was a service office business. So he bought 3 floors in one of the buildings in downtown Sydney, and basically carved out what's now a co-working space for lawyers. And the demographic for him was lawyers are sticky, they don't want to change their address, and they usually aren't haggling you on rent. And so he created multiple floors, and then he kind of branched out to different cities. So I saw the evolution of that business over the 3 years that I was over there. And it was just a fantastic learning experience for me. So when I retired, I had a foundation for me when I started my own business.
Yeah.